all he can do is
No, he's
complain about
giving you an example.
One second. I just want to say, Lion did say, let's go back. He said those words verbatim. Let's go back. I don't know how far he wants to go back, but I'm interested in why he thinks that is what's going to solve the fucking abyss or the tension between men and women that we have today. That's what I want to know. And you know, I'm not let him get away with it. You let him slip away like a little fucking snake.
No,
right?
but
I want him to answer that question because all he can do is reverse.
Fighting with Lion. The thing is, you guys are interested in being right and being wrong. I'm interested in showing you that there's a worldview out there that only you guys see that way. Like someone just said, Japan is going back. No, sir. Japan is moving forward in a new direction. They realize that the course have changed and they need to get with the fucking times and that women are not going anywhere. So how do we make that and coexist with that? You guys want to put women back in the fucking kitchen with a chain around their neck and then popping out babies. That's what you guys want. The world is not going back there. I'm sorry, it's not going back there anymore.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with going back into the kitchen? What's wrong with going back in the kitchen and popping out babies? That chain around the neck.
You laughing concrete.
One second, bro. All right. What's wrong with going back in the kitchen and popping out babies?
There's certain things.
Wait, hold on. Before I'm done.
Concrete, man. I wish I had a 2x on your fucking
Why are you a faggot? Why are you a faggot?
Go on, speak faster.
Why do you suck dick? Why do you suck dick?
I'm speaking at the pace that
Why do you have a prolapse anus?
Come on, man, hurry up.
Hey, Nathan!
Why do you have to take prep?
Hey, Nathan, welcome to Chillism, a mind virus that I've discovered here on Clown House. Created and produced by low IQ retarded people who just can't seem to be productive. They waste all the time and talk about nothing. Same shit, different day. Know what I'm saying, Dr. Nathan?
You're crazy. That's one of the best things on Clubhouse, bro. It's like chill.
It's great. It's great because I don't have to do anything. You guys do all the hard work. I just sit here and record and cannot believe that you guys keep coming back and aren't even creating a show and putting this on the internet. I mean, you're nuts for doing this, not doing this correctly. You're literally retarded to waste your time.
What's the plan? Break it down for me, bro.
The plan is to just record. For one thing, don't ever do a room that doesn't have replay on, because you are talking about creating a network of people that are self-obsessed with essentially projection, identity, influencership. Like, do shows. Stop just doing non-recorded shows. You're totally wasting an opportunity here to make money. You're crazy to keep doing this. You have to start recording this. Stop wasting your time unless you're actually creating. It just disappears. You got to understand, some people all around the world would watch this insane collection of people on YouTube, on X, on Instagram, on all the other platforms. I mean, it's huge. It's a big opportunity. You have created a mind virus. Bottle it and try to monetize it.
That's the thing, man. People don't want their personal beliefs monetized. That's the problem.
This isn't a strip club. You're not filming women on stage or do lap dances and then people are figuring out that they live in the town next door and her name is Susan or she's got an OnlyFans account. You're talking about people essentially being political. Like, you could say Lion is retarded, but he's not wrong about a lot of these things that he's saying. They sound toxic because he sounds toxic. But they're not bad ideas. That's actually normal shit, which is the family unit and not having 100,000 babies get killed every month. And we as taxpayers spend $1 billion a month to do it. America's fucked up. So your room could have cultural importance, but really it's like a shock. It's like the Howard Stern show. It's basically shock comedy or absurdist comedy. Yeah. But the problem is, you do a lot of work and you're not getting compensated for it. You have created a product, but you're not monetizing it. And the only way to monetize it really is YouTube. And it takes a long time to get a YouTube account monetized. You know, I'm sure because you have a network, you could.
listen, it's not. I don't think it'll be monetized for one reason, man. YouTube's algorithm,
hate speech, basically.
The way they structure it, certain words you can't use. That's the only.
I know my shit gets taken down, but the problem is when shit gets so crazy and so toxic and so racist, and there's death threats, you have to step in and mute and mod and say, okay, we need to come back to a state of peace here. We cannot have death threats. I mean, maybe state some rules like no death threats, no hardcore racist commentary, and then I don't know. That's probably it. But like YouTube will end a live stream or they will flag shit based on automated transcript analysis, and also Instagram. But the point is to continue doing this. Like I will just keep recording your room and doing it myself. But I suggest as the founder of it that we partner or you start creating yourself and let everybody know, hey, I think this is a good idea. And this show is now on YouTube. And I think everybody will be cool with it and chill about it. And if they're not chill about it, then they are not practicing chillism. And they are a part of the problem and not a part of the solution. The solution is to make money. The solution is to be productive. The solution is not to continue letting people utilize this as like a toxic garbage bag. You know, it's a cesspool of toxicity. It's not real therapeutic hypnosis. But if people know that the purpose is to turn this into a YouTube business and a live streaming business, I mean, people are just gonna either stop coming because they don't want to be recorded, or they're gonna come back and give their piece. Most people want to be recorded because almost everybody is vain, egotistical, narcissistic, and thinks their shit don't smell.
Yeah, everyone has a story to tell. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but just capture it. Like, you're an artist. Like, this is art, but you're just letting the art... You're just doing a daily exhibit, but you're not capturing it. You're not publishing it. Like, you're not... There's no record of it. So, I mean, if you go to Chillism and you go on YouTube and you type in Chillism Clubhouse, like, you'll see videos of me listening to Chillism, or you'll see me
how many
filming
people
Chillism.
listening to Chillism? Not as many.
It doesn't matter. If you're going to do this, what's the point? Kill two birds with one stone. That's why I say you must be stupid or crazy to not do this. What is the point of doing it if there's no opportunity of potential future success for monetization? And then you have a library or a catalog. You can have 1,000 Chillism videos up by the time it starts monetizing. And then when it monetizes, if you start buying traffic, next thing you know, you have an actual show. It's a library, a catalog. You may think it's stupid, but if it's so stupid, why the fuck are you doing it? But it's not that stupid. It's just pretty stupid.
Nah, you do bring up some good points, bro.
It is the definition of insanity, because you are recreating an experiment and a hypothesis every single day with the same results, which is you're not making money from it. And it's insane to do something every single day over and over again, especially if you're an artist, and not have any type of financial reciprocation, remuneration, or creation. If you were actually doing artwork, you could sell it. I mean, you could live stream Chillism as maybe you're painting and say, hey, everybody, I'm doing a painting, and hit the link above. And next thing you know, over the course of a couple months, because you do have an active room, your YouTube account would monetize quickly because you're able to draw from another platform onto YouTube. So
you do have a point there.
It's not going to just happen after like 3 days. It takes like a couple months to build the momentum until you finally reach critical mass. And then it's not Clown House that's giving you the business. It's actually YouTube.
Now, let me ask this question. How is that going to work over on places like YouTube or something like that? What doesn't YouTube, if there's recordings of videos and stuff via
no, only to YouTube.
Doesn't that affect like the TOS?
No, YouTube can't determine what you're actually listening to. And so if somebody files a privacy complaint with YouTube, the only way their privacy complaint will get honored is if you use their name in the title of the YouTube video, but just don't use anybody's name. And I'm just talking the real name, not even like their Clown House stage name. So YouTube you know how many videos I have up now of Clown House? I have like 10,000 videos, and I've only had like 2 privacy complaints, and that's because I hated the people so much that I actually used their name in the title of the video because they're so stupid and annoying. So anyways, I'm just giving you some business advice. This is a free consultation, which, you know, if you don't do the heavy lifting, it's never going to happen. Nobody else is going to do it. Maybe Tali would do it. Like, I don't know why Tali doesn't do it. Anybody who's working from home should take this opportunity to capture what you've created and put it in a bottle. This is a free cast of characters. Do you have any idea how expensive this would be to produce if you had to actually do casting by putting out a solicitation to find actors to essentially have these crazy conversations? And you wouldn't even be able to get people to be authentic. You know, like Lion is speaking his true self every single time. So you have an interesting cast of characters that will continue participating because you know why? They don't give a fuck if they're being recorded. In fact, they want to be recorded. They want influencer economy and power in their lives. And they can't do it because they're too busy talking and working a job. So if you're driving a truck and you got a big voice, you can't actually set up a podcast or a recording studio and do this. So that's why as the artist have a unique opportunity. It's your baby. I mean, you know, I would really encourage you to create a YouTube channel and start recording all of this. It's the only place to go with this. If you don't go that route, you're going to have disappointment. There's only joy in being reciprocated with dollars. Everything else is just a horrific mind virus of neuroticism and stupidity. You're crazy for not trying to monetize it. I would start today. I mean, right now I have 5.
I hear you, bro.
Yeah, I've got 5 YouTubes going.
I talk over with the group, you know. But no, listen, I'm definitely because you're not the only person who said something like this as well. I'm definitely gonna take notes.
I mean, how many years have you been doing this? You at this point, you could have had a YouTube channel with 4,000 videos up, and it would actually be make money by now. It would. Believe me. You're gonna get black special preference treatment. YouTube rewards people. I'm a white guy. I can't get anybody to view my shit. Hampton Spears has 30,000 subscribers, and he's making 7,000 a month, 10,000 a month. Like, there are people from this app that have transitioned to YouTube and are making big money. But it's a video production business. You know, I'm not saying Chillism is even going to be a success, but what's the point in not trying? If you don't try, you're a fool. Like, you're just stuck at the fool stage, which is stage 0. You're not even at stage 1. Once you start recording, you'll progress to stage 1, which is essentially the producer, the director, the magician. You're still at the fool stage. You got to get out of being the fool and just creating this content, but not storing it. You have to start storing and recording these conversations. 100%. Like, it will monetize, and it will be. You got to understand, this is comedy. This is really comedy. People will think this shit is so crazy and so funny. Why do you think people keep coming here? Because it's crazy, funny comedy. Like, that's why people come here, to listen to this cast of diverse characters. Try it. Like, do it today. All you need is a second fucking phone to start putting up YouTube videos and recording. Because, again, it's mostly the audio that is of value. There's some video value, but it's mostly the audio. It's because everybody has a very distinct voice, and it's... Again, podcasts are basically hypnosis and audio hypnosis, which is really comedy. You know, when a comedian goes up on stage and he does a 30-minute bit, that whole thing is basically a hypnosis to try to induce the laughter response, the relaxation response, the anxiety response, the anger response. And this is what your room does. It creates all the full range of emotions by listening to it.
No, I hear you, bro. And like I said, you're not the first person who told me. Yeah.
I mean, just keep doing what you're doing, but record. It's not a complicated, it's not like heavy lifting. Again, you don't have to go out and mow the lawn and take out the garbage. You literally have to click open another phone and click record, or just start creating rooms in the house and recording the rooms in the house. And you know what, Nathan? Fuck anybody who complains about it, because they are a part of the problem and not a part of the solution. If you actually want to improve the world, you have to improve yourself. If you want to improve yourself, start recording these rooms and start trying to make money from this. Otherwise, it is the definition of insanity. You're repeating the same equation and formula every day with no different results. That is insanity. That's the definition of it. And everybody is participating in it. So save yourself and save them in the process. That's my advice.
I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. Alright, I'm going back to the room. I'll catch up with you.
Yeah. I don't know. That's my advice. I mean, just listen into your room from this room and understand what you're not.
I guess that makes you a big bitch, right?
Oh my gosh.
Again, at the end of this equation and at the beginning of it is just one button. Just click record and click stop record. That's all you have to do, and start publishing it to YouTube and put it in the room title saying for YouTube or YouTube Live, and then post the link to the YouTube Live.
Family, which means the man too, right?
I mean, I'll be the producer, you know,
With that being stated,
but I mean,
what do you
it's a
think
partnership. It's
in our
50-50 if
current
you want to partner with me.
environment? Are the women going to work to provide for the men or the family? No. They're going to work to provide for themselves or the children. Do the men go to work to provide for the women? Yes. And the children. That's how it, and that's the unfairness about the situation. Now, when it comes to my family, mine, she wasn't all of this stuff until who supported her? Who pushed her forward?
My
Me.
family's different, guys.
Me.
I'm just doing it this way, but
I am. You're right. Thanks for pointing out. Everyone knows that. If you were in here long enough, you know that.
Is Lady in the workforce?
Yeah. Yes.
she has to be. You think he's earning the big?
You know how old my children are?
Lady is definitely the breadwinner.
Hey, do you know how old all of my children are? All 5 of my children that she gave me?
But Lion, that's the point right there. That's all he's saying.
No, what you're saying, no, what these niggas are saying is, and to push these women into the workforce, fuck niggas, get money. That's what they're saying. That's the philosophy of today. And that's wrong.
Oh no, Lion is strong man in your position.
He's
taking
the only men he knows are made of straw.
What we are saying is, as the time is evolving, we need to consider women and their wish as well and say, okay, how can we accommodate them and still create the greater purpose? And I think, Lion, you are an example of that. And I think
exactly.
Lion,
do what you're doing. Lion is like.
Man, shut up, nigga, shut up. Hey, man.
Line is special. There's no family that's just
Hey, man, when my children were born, who do you think been working? Who do you think worked all of the hours? Who worked night and day? Wait. Who worked night and day? Who stayed at home while the other person worked night and day? Alright. But you see how you are accommodating when things change, you change with it? You did not nobody was 7 days a week. That's what I still do. While the children are getting older, there's more time available. Things change. You change with the time. Matt, that's not saying. Matt, that's what we're saying all along. That's what he was telling you all along. No. And I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah. Let's talk about the Jewish thing, because you mentioned about the money and the banks. People always mention this. Until today in Israel, if you are Christians, they will spit on you when they see you.
Do that right now. We don't have people that are experts. I accept evolution, but I'm not going to be able to answer all your questions. But just before we carry on, Andrew, you missed one other hilarious thing today. Marcus was, the guy Marcus was absolutely peeing himself. Mahdi left, he went to go do something, and I was speaking, and then there was this complete lunatic Yaha, whatever the hell his Muslim name is, and he just started talking. So I started talking over him, and because there was no moderation, we carried on. But then I had a
OPM. You guys know what that is? OPM.
Officer, personnel,
Money. That's what it is.
people money.
When you
Sure.
when you
prioritize women to be at work and put in the same amount of hours, or you're telling them that they should work the same amount of hours for the same pay and all of that nonsense, you're taking time away from the family and children.
Nobody.
That's what you just got here, whoever the fuck you are. Just shut up, nigga.
I've been listening.
Just shut up. Hey, just shut up for a minute. Just listen and shut up.
I've been listening.
And then, no, you haven't. All right, so still man my position.
Your position is not the subject of the room. The subject was, he said times are changing.
Still man my position.
And you went on a rant about
still man. Okay, go ahead.
I'm describing what I've been listening to for the last 10 minutes. You've been going on a rant about shit that he wasn't even addressing. Matt.
Oh my God! Look, you.
I'll still man your.
Wait! Stop! No! Clear, what's up? Hey, Dominic, you came up the mic. You interrupted me. The floor is yours. Please give me what I was talking about, because I'm the reason why we're even in this conversation. They are the ones who tried to move the conversation to other points, Dominic. What was my position?
The point is you moved the conversation to something.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
How can I move the conversation when I'm the orator of the conversation? I started the conversation.
You keep saying that. Cool. Matt was saying that times are changing, and you went on this whole spiel about how with the abortion and all this other shit that he wasn't.
You want me to put on make lipstick?
Not yet, Crayon.
Paint my nails.
So why did I say that? Why did I say that? Why do you think I say that? Give me the context, Dominic.
Why do I think you said what? Which part?
Lipstick and dresses.
Oh. I think he said since the 70s we start addressing women being in the workforce.
You weren't listening.
Yeah.
So what I said was we were originally we brought in the whole school thing. Louis brings up the point about how the schools don't cater to boys anymore, which he's absolutely correct. Which he's actually correct on. The schools don't cater to boys anymore; it's more catered toward women. He said that boys are naturally more hands-on, and they use their hands for that's how they learn. And schools are no longer doing that. He also said that they sedate the children now. They sedate the young boys, and he says that there needs to be something done about that. And he also makes the statement, which is that our society does not tout up or hold up masculinity anymore. And that's where I came in with this. Matt says that, hey, listen, Lion, you just got to get with the times, meaning what he's stating here is that, hey, things are changing, that you have to adapt to the new environment. And I said the new environment consists of men taking a back seat, basically, being phased out. Actual men, the traditional man, being phased out of society and being more like Crayon or yourself, bitch-ass niggas. Is that what you want us to do? Then after that, I brought in the point that the modern times today. Wait, the modern times today. The modern times today.
Nature Boy is back.
Abortion. They want
He's like a mosquito in the forest.
Of abortion. They want us to adopt the political views of women being promiscuous.
I got it, bro. I got it.
All right. So now that you've been brought up to speed, what do you have to say about it?
I heard all of that.
You didn't have. No, you didn't. You didn't. That's the reason why I had to repeat it.
Yes,
no, you did not. That's the reason I had to repeat it. No. Now go right ahead. The floor is yours.
You're just repeating what I've already.
I'm gonna go on mute now. The floor is.
What was your question?
He wants to know what your response to his rant about men becoming too effeminized.
Yeah, I disagree.
And the topic was originally about masculinity, right? How it can and the solutions or the things we can take towards helping young boys and men.
All right, so
all he had was complaints because he doesn't have any fucking answers. All he can do is moan at his fucking Twitter, right? Just feeding him fucking brain rot slop about how they are making you want abortions. I don't know if they've even looked at the states in America. There's a lot of states that aren't cool about abortions and they're existing, right? And also, it's like he seems seems to think that the democracy of ideas, that's a threat. As in, if one person feels the type of way about abortion, then you have to feel that way as well. Like, he's actually complaining about normal freedoms and social pressure, and that's what he's upset. He's upset that some people feel abortion is cool, and he doesn't feel abortion, and he doesn't want to hear them talk about abortion. Because he's an old man that like he said, can't get with the times. He can't, or not even get with the times. He can't learn to shut the fuck up and stop moaning about it. Right? That's it. But it's fair enough. If you want your safe space to cry and have no answers and no solutions on how you can get birth rates up or how you can get marriage rates up, then yeah, you should be in the backseat because you're not actually contributing anything. You're saying we're on the cusp of evolution. And remember when Matt said, you sound like the people back in the day when the first black man was working in the field.
You see, Zach, even when you're an English speaker, it's still an ESL room. It never fucking ends, mate. It's the song that goes on forever.
And then he went on to
it's the song that never ends.
Because the whites are still in the workforce. They're still in the highest positions. They seem to be okay. And like his whole fucking worldview is twisted and fucked up and inconsistent. And I think he did have that solution. His solution was to make all women not go to college until after they've had babies. That's his prescription.
That's not the solution.
That is his solution. He said
that's not the solution.
Well, let him state it. Let Lion state it.
No, he would never state it because he can't speak in direct terms. He's a bitch.
He's an idiot. He's an idiot.
Kieran, give him a chance to.
No. You know how Elmi is? Shit, you like Elmi as well. He keeps going on, man. He's been repeating the same shit over and over.
I've been there an hour, bro. I've been there an hour before.
I know. If you want to contribute, calm.
I've been there about an hour.
You don't need to hear more from Lion say the same shit, man. He's a broken record.
I mean, this is a specific question to Lion. What is your solution?
You see how that works? Crayon, nobody want to hear you? Does that bother you? All right, so look, the actual solution is actually in the complaints if he was actually paying attention. So when I said earlier that your society is falling apart, it's due to the fact that women are working the same amount of hours or close to the same amount of time away from the household and away from their families. Family first. For the third time, family first, Crayon. Meaning, let's just say a young girl. You should be training this young girl to look for her potential husband or mate while she's in school. Find whoever that guy is who is willing to commit to her and marry her while she is still a ripe age to give birth to not at least more than 2.4 children, because that's what we need in this country, in America, and possibly in your country too, because you're too bitch made to actually do it yourself. We need real men in your country to help get the women pregnant so we can have another generation and another tax bracket that comes after us at some point. So you get the women pregnant while they're still ripe, and then after that you focus on building your society, building your household around your children as the children are stronger and older to be able to...
Man, Zach, were you just thinking about racial affinities? Man, you was ahead of your time. You fucking hit the nail on the head again, my friend.
Men can't be there. Women don't want men there. So
I went into that room and raised my
that's
hand.
What you got. That's all I said.
That's because they know that you're a white man and you're a problem and a racist.
What was that shit?
And that ain't projection now.
Yeah,
they racist up in here.
Say that one anymore.
I just talked to Nathan. I kept telling him like he has to start recording this and putting it on YouTube.
No, it was something about abortion.
Kieran, can I ask my second question based on that, please, if I can answer that?
I don't know how to oppose this. I think that this is like the worst.
I think this is kind of what
it's the worst philosophy ever.
What I heard, and it's like,
well, this is why I just keep telling you to create Tanya videos, because this is actually like part of the business where we record bad content so we can contrast that with good content and show how stupid people are. I mean, I don't have to keep telling you to record Tanya, because when I tell you to record Tanya, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it myself. Fuck it. We're going live.
How do you subsidize the workforce? I guess the tax being lost. Yeah, you said the workforce being lost by taking 50% of the population out of the workforce? That's what you're saying, right? Yeah, I guess. Because you know how I know that? Because this has already been proven like 1,000 times already. Alright. So a majority of those jobs that are being supplemented by women, if all of a sudden all of those women just quit, it's not going to do anything to our community. And on top of that, our government will supplement and bring the values of the property value and all of that other stuff down based off of taxes. And what I'm trying to make.
Who said that?
Another room about Jewish derangement syndrome, you sick anti-Semitic Jew-hating pieces of shit! Each and every one of you are low-educated scum! Villainy! Fools! Read a book and go to the gym, you fucking wankers!
You can say whatever you want, but don't shout.
Yeah, please. We're having a
Comedian comedy, that's what's hilarious.
You've all got Jewish derangement syndrome on your minds. It's shameful that you can't stop thinking about Jewish penis, Jewish brain, Jewish guns, Jewish land, Jewish banks, Jewish dollars, Jewish food, Jewish music, Jewish culture, Jews, 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 Jews.
Put him out.
Yeah. No, put him down in the... No, he's going to record. Remove him. I'm sorry, Edmund.
Aww.
They always record.
My friend is here. Oh, my friend's here. Hi, friend.
This is all his accounts. My friend is also his account.
Welcome, my friend.
Do you have?
How many accounts do you have? And how much more lip filler are you gonna get? And what about your Jewish boyfriend that broke your heart?
How is it possible for him to have 2 accounts?
No, sorry. I thought you were Edmund, because he has like 15 accounts. I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. You got like 15 accounts, that's why.
Did you get back together with your Jewish boyfriend?
Why are you asking?
Because you sounded so heartbroken and you keep saying that he's the love of your life and that you're in love with a Jewish man. I find that interesting. But yet you're always in a room blaming Jews and hating on Jews. How could it be?
Because I love him.
She was about to say that the Jews brought something.
Good, yeah, I was gonna say that. Besides my lover, they brought... I was actually... You know, I love the store Lidl. Guys, you know Lidl? Anyone?
Is it like a dreidel?
Yeah, I know the store Lidl. Yeah. What about it?
It's Jewish, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it's part of, I don't know, some chain.
No. It is, but it's like, if you look at the... What is it? Oh, fucking hell, they own everything. And McDonald's, oh my god.
They also own all the cheeseburgers and french fries and milkshakes and the brooms and, lip filler surgery centers where very vain, egotistical whores go and get lip filler put in their lips and Botox in their foreheads. And they run their mouths all day long blaming Jews. They don't go to the gym. They just spend all their time here bitching like whores. They don't go to the gym. They just do lip filler all day. They run their fucking mouths. They're whores.
Will you pay for my lip filler?
Pay mine too.
Yeah.
Hold the fuck on.
What's up, Danny?
Willage to Willage.
What is this?
Let me see.
The Black Rabbi.
Yeah, I drew.
Oh my god. To be honest,
Rabbi,
she's funny.
I drew the Black Rabbi by hand, and I put it on my shirt.
Amir, I have a question for you. Amir the Carman, if you went to Palestine/Israeli territories, who would you actually meet from this up?
From the Jews?
Yeah.
Probably Shlomi.
Shlomi?
Yeah.
Why Shlomi? Because he's a hostage survivor?
Shuki.
Yeah, I told Shlomi maybe like 4 years ago that if I ever went, smoke like a joint with him. And he always told me, yeah, Habibi, come to Israel.
I would
But
actually
that's
be
about
Black
it,
Rabbi.
It would be hilarious.
Yeah, I swear to God. Wait, hold on. I'm actually thinking of booking a ticket just to go to Jerusalem just to take a selfie with him. I swear to God.
What prevents you?
Nothing. I need to apply. I don't know if they're going to let me into the country, but...
What do you mean you need to apply?
Because I mean, I was born and raised in Scandinavia, but they will probably ask me 100 questions because I don't look Scandinavian, do I? They will probably ask me where you're from. Oh no, you know, my grandparents are Palestinians, my parents are from Lebanon.
Okay, so stay here.
Oh my god, what's up with this wind?
Oh, I'm in Scandinavia. Okay, hold on.
This is crazy, dude.
It's so nice because it's sunny and I hate sun. I hate when it's hot, so I like when, you know, when there's like cold wind.
Yeah,
Guys, if it's the black rabbi versus the white rabbi for the U.S. president, who would you guys vote for?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a good question. Actually, to be honest, the white rabbi, I'm sorry, but I feel like if you would have power, you would be worse than Netanyahu. They always say don't trust the Jew. Black rabbi seems to be dumb.
He's a Jew as well.
Yeah, but he became Jewish. He's not like, it's not in his ruh. It's not like his nefesh. You know, it literally he got the Jewish identity a couple of years ago.
I'd like to give a message to the comedian in the audience. I just want to say that being over here, listening to this nonsense, you missed a moment in Chillism where Dawn said, "I'll sue the fuck out of you, Beth. I'll sue the fuck out of you." I just want to let you know that that's what you're missing over here listening to this.
What?
Fucking trash bag.
What?
Yo, comedian, get the fuck out of here. Anyways, you're recording all the time, bitch.
Oh, is he recording? Why?
He live streams, bro. He doesn't just record. He live streams on YouTube.
What the fuck?
Yeah, all your conversations.
Why do people that would listen to that?
It's
No one
interesting.
listens.
I watch
There's
him
one-
sometimes.
I do too, but I'm the only person watching.
Wait, he wants to come up. Do you guys vote like?
Yeah, let him.
Yeah, he's interesting enough.
Let him? Okay.
Danny, it's amazing you drew that picture, by the way. It's just phenomenal.
Do you
Thank you.
approve? Do you want him to go up?
Say that again?
Do you want the comedian to go up?
I don't know who this comedian
What
is.
do you vote? Yes or no? Yes or no? Quick.
Who is he? Is he an anti-Semite crazy bastard?
I don't know.
No, he's a
Quick,
Jew.
yes or no? Yes or no?
Did someone say he streams rooms and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck him, no.
Let them intro. What's his new channel?
You're not a capitalist. You don't support creative people trying to make money from stupid people on the internet who are racist, bigot, low IQ, dumb people. I mean, come on.
I just don't support you doing it in a dumb way. Monetize it, make it exciting, put short clips. No one's gonna watch an hour-long fucking stream of you sitting in your room listening to people talk. Make the most exciting moments, flip it into 2 minutes, post a wild title, and then I'll be happy.
Got it. So you want me to create an edit and a compression for your maximum dopamine response?
Comedian,
Precisely.
Are you a Jew? Are you a Jew?
My father's Jewish and my mother's gorgeous.
Your mom's a goy? I didn't know you were a patrilineal. The fuck?
I mean, do you
Dad married a
patrilineal?
Yeah, Galilean princess. She's in love with a patrilineal Jew.
I am actually.
Comedian, do you consider yourself a Jew?
I'm a comedian. I am whoever you say I am.
Do you? Okay. Now another question. Do you have a gold sack around your neck?
Do I have a gold sack?
Around your neck, yes.
No, I have a gold crown on my head.
So you're not Jewish.
Look, for me, to be honest, you know, this whole maternal, paternal, blah, blah, for me, it doesn't matter who is. Yeah, it's bullshit for me because it's like it doesn't matter who is Jewish. You still have Jewish blood in you. It's not like your fucking 50% will disappear.
Do you have Jewish blood in you?
Let me ask you something. I mean, what is 50% blood that's Jewish? How stupid can you really be?
So basically, no, but hold on. What I'm saying is like, you know, when people. Yeah, but you know when people say like.
Well, that's stupidity because 50% of blood is not Jewish. Jewish is a philosophy, you stupid fuck.
Why are you shouting at me? I thought you liked me, man.
Because anybody who says 50% of you can never be erased and because it's Jewish blood is a stupid person doing hypnosis.
Why are you mad today, bro? Why are you mad today?
I'm not mad. I'm roasting her for being stupid. It's not about agreeing with me. I am whoever you say I am. Oh, Dr. Prince is here, the ultimate terrorist, the future Prince, your life is going to be a short one.
I wanted to tell him, though, I do like it. He's making 5-minute clips now. It's much shorter, much more palatable. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that for me it doesn't matter who is a Jew. For me, khalas, like it doesn't matter if you have a parent that is a Jew, you are basically half Jew. And myself, I consider you take after your father more than you take after your mother. And you take after, like when you get married to someone, it's like if I marry a Palestinian man now, my kids will be Palestinian. They will be like Palestinian Lebanese, sure, but they will be Palestinian more because they will like take after the father, and you always follow the husband, and the man is the head basically. You know what I mean?
Are you jogging? Because you're breathing.
Oh yeah, it's because I'm literally walking up a hill with my dog.
Are you not in shape?
No, I have asthma.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry. So
I
sorry,
think,
is it too loud?
The whole thing about Jewish ethnicity, I think, is a scam, bro. You guys are literally just a...
It is, but you guys shouldn't know about it.
Yes.
I mean, okay, yeah, it could be. I believe so too, because we have, like, for example, Black Rabbi that converted to Judaism. I mean, how many people do you think converted back then that claims to be Semitic now? Semites. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
So you get paid if
because of its microchip thing. It's fucking crazy, right? We definitely need Taiwan, right? But yeah, let's see if they just slide by, right? I want to see that way. I just want to keep on showing examples about how the Trump administration is like any other administration, right? Where like money talks, bullshit walks, right? I just want people to like register that, because right now that administration should be the hero, should be just breaking down a gavel on Facebook. That should be happening, right? That's why you go drain the swamp, right? And I just want people to see, like, nah, that doesn't happen. So we can all get back to the government is fucking us mentality that we should have.
It's not the same government because he's the negotiator in chief, okay? He negotiates deals. He's going to make a deal with Zuckerberg to help the American people. That's what's going to happen, right? Anyway.
Yeah, that shit's not going to happen. Lion, do you think that's going to happen, Lion? I want your opinion on this.
I haven't really been following
He's waiting to challenge me on what I said about what you
about
said
what I
about
said.
the whites were right to be alarmed that black people were entering the workforce because
right.
Yeah.
All right. So do you actually firmly disagree with that?
I don't believe the whites were right. No.
And what would be the reason why you don't think that they were right?
Their fears of being displaced didn't happen.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because you know what? White people are still in the U.S. workforce. And they're booking
but all right. Look, I'll give you something you can visually see to understand my position better. All right. So, just say,
hello? Is that me or?
Israel, whatever you want to call it, they were all white.
Wait, you're gonna have
and
to
then they start introducing what they need. It's not you, it's me. I got a red bar and I'm driving through the mountainside. Let me know when you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
All right. Okay.
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm alright. What are you doing?
Just chilling. How about you?
Listen, Ninorta, everyone that comes up here needs to blame the Jew or something. So it's your turn.
Say something bad stuff about them.
I don't have to like explain it to you honestly.
I'm joking. Fair enough.
Okay.
It was a good thing for the blacks, per se, because now they're making money. But was it really a good thing for the whites? They're no longer playing. The same thing applies to any job. Think of jobs as resources. They They are the
Zero
resource.
sum, yeah.
So for the white male, it was not a good thing that they are introducing these black people to their jobs. Number one, here comes that domino effect again. What's going to happen on the job? There's going to be fights, especially in the early days. There's going to be fights. There's going to be people being harassed. There's going to be attacks.
Yeah, some growing pains.
Right.
Yeah, growing pains.
Yeah, and then
growing pains aren't the reason to avoid doing something, right?
And then the next thing is, guess what? Those jobs that were traditionally given to the next generation of white kids, now they're given to now they're given to black kids. What happened to the white kids? Wait. What happened to the white kids' job that they were already guaranteed? No, they're not. They're given now today.
I understand your point. So basically,
that's the point.
you think these jobs are zero sum, which means if some people are getting them, then less white people are getting them, right? I understand why you think that. There's other reasons why it's wrong, but let's just assume that that's correct, right? What you're saying is, what your essential argument is, that by letting black people into the workforce,
into their workforce, into their markets.
Wait. What you're saying?
Can I say something afterwards?
By letting black people into the workforce, there was more competition.
Thank you.
It became
pat yourself on the back,
right? To have for the best people, and because the best people were black, then maybe mediocre or unqualified white niggas weren't getting the roles.
No.
That is the justification, and you're saying that was a bad thing because
you added another.
Be more competitive.
You added another piece.
Wait. Yes, that is what you're saying. You say
no. I didn't say the best people. You said best.
Let them finish, Lion.
Yeah, you're saying that we as men can't compete with women and win.
That's not what I said.
Kick them out of the workforce. No, that's
an entanglement.
Australia got a party, a birthday balloon.
Go ahead, Cameron. Let Cameron land and afterwards, Lion.
I just want to respond. That's all. Because he got it wrong again.
The logical conclusion is more competition bad. I can't compete when there's more competition, and I'm gonna lose out. So I need an artificial way to move it, or a social way to remove the competition, because I just can't compete as men, and that's weak sauce. That's like some Sanchez shit, man. Yeah.
No. So no, it's not. You actually added a few things that were not there. You brought in a few nuances. No one said that these black people were best. You got to stop right there. And the same thing with the women. No one said that these black or these women, period, are doing the job better than men. The statistics don't even show that. It already says that men do more work on these jobs and they spend more time on the job than the women do. For whatever reason.
Hours doesn't equal.
More hours.
I'm not.
So getting the job is because of the same DEI shit. We're literally supplementing your position. It's just because you're black, or it's because you're a woman, or it's because you wear rainbow shirts and shit. It ain't got nothing to do with your ability to do the job.
Or because you're white.
No, it's their market. Listen, it's their market. It's theirs. They created the market. They don't owe you anything. You're fighting to be a part of their market. They're not fighting to be a part of yours.
No, you don't. I know you probably don't understand how a lot of the economy was kind of built on the backs of slaves.
No, you don't understand my point, and that's the reason why you lose.
Lion, I had something to respond to what you're saying.
You're saying the whites were right to be.
So you said that the whites were right, and you gotta understand those whites
to be afraid.
Okay, cool. I hear what you're saying. And the example you're giving with sports. Let me just say this. What happened with those individuals, those white individuals, just like Cameron said, they wasn't able to keep up anymore. They couldn't compete with the blacks. Because the blacks outclassed them in every which way in sports. They were more physical. They were more physical. They were more dominant.
After their ancestors spread them that way, but yeah.
Yeah, this is facts. Now check this out. Those white people now, they can't compete with these black people. So what happened? They lost out. And one group of people, which are the whites, not these off-whites which you're talking about. The white people used them and they benefited from the blacks. It wasn't like they wanted them for a specific reason. They wanted them because they know that black people are more physically dominated when they go on that court or they go on that football field, bro. This is why.
What about work?
Oh, Nathan, it's because they
That
wanted
is,
to hide
no,
the
the
black
lion,
out of the kindness of their heart.
lion.
It's out of the kindness of their heart. That's why they hide the black.
The point is this, lion. So listen, the white people were right, bro. I mean, the white people, the ones who wanted them to work, they were right. Right? Because they know that they was gonna get a bang for their buck. They know that hey, I didn't have to pay these Negroes a bunch of money, and I got way more product than I bargained for. With the whites, they were entitled. Or the so-called off-whites, they were entitled. Right? So that's the difference. They were right. They were right in hiring. Let me just finish. They were right in hiring black people. They are now right in hiring women. And the same thing with the women. The women, they put up just, and maybe it's not the jobs that you like, but they put up just as much work, just as men, right? Like teachers, nurses, and all that other shit. And if you look at their pay, they don't get paid as much as their male counterparts, bro.
That's not true.
But they use.
That's not true at all.
That's not true at all.
Yeah.
Let me
bro. Just look at the fucking numbers, bro.
Hold on. So now we're right back to Lion's original point. At what cost were they right? At the cost of the foundation of what a society's built on.
No, they actually, wait, sports, wait, 1 second, sports right now with black people in it, that's one of the most entertaining things. He didn't use sports as an example.
Hold on, because they're prioritizing the dollar. And
and those people who benefit from it,
Where are the white players? Where are the white players?
What are you talking about? The white players, they're the person who hiring black people. They playing on this thing.
So listen to what I'm saying. Say, for example, we have legacy players. White guy, his son grows up to want to play the same position and all of that. Now he's not going to be, even though he's good, he's not going to be able to. He doesn't own the team. That's the point, though. We're talking about the people at the bottom. I'm giving you something. I want you to understand. There's like in St. Louis, there's a factory in St. Louis. It's called Anheuser-Busch. Generations of people come here to work at Anheuser-Busch. I know at least 4 generations straight personally that have worked there at this exact same place. But because of all of the new policies, not because that they don't actually have the population, not because they don't have the skill set, it's only because they have politicians who are trying to claim that they're making things equal by giving the jobs to the black people versus giving the jobs to the same traditional white folks.
בעברית. עכשיו לדבר עברית.
How many languages do you know?
לדבר. I speak many languages, maybe that's why I have easy to learn.
How many languages do you know?
Oh. Okay. I don't know, like 6 languages, I think.
How many?
Or 5, I think, maybe.
Which
is, let's see, Arabic, Swedish, English, German, Turkish, and a little bit of Aramaic.
Wait, so what language did you speak to your dog? Was it Bosnian or something?
No, Swedish.
Weird. Okay.
Why is it weird? But I speak to him in Arabic sometimes too, but barely.
Freudian psychoanalysis of him is all of his. He really dislikes degeneracy and sexual promiscuity, and I think it comes from a place of pain that he has in his life around those things.
I think it's because he's so ugly and disgusting looking.
If I always had women be not nice to me when I hit on them, I would also think that the pursuit of imagine I was the weakest paraplegic ever. Do you think that I would then say, oh, becoming an Olympic athlete, that's the important thing to do with your life? You would just people tend to think that things aren't important that are not within their reach.
I see. So your theory is that given that he's ugly, he's been rejected by women, and that he's rejected by women made him dislike sex and pleasure. And given that he disliked sex and pleasure, he had adopted theism to be as an anti-degenerate.
No, the theism. I think the theism is for intellectual pursuits. The theism is for intellectual pursuits. The thing that I'm only pointing to is the fact that he thinks that sexual he thinks that people that have lots of sex in an ethical way are themselves just bad for its own sake, and I think that view is
I see.
Isn't that like rooted in Christianity?
Well, Jesus was a hottie. I don't think Jesus was doing it for those reasons.
No, I mean Paul's a bit. He didn't like sex at all, I think.
Paul. Well, Paul is always depicted as like a bald guy. Jesus is always depicted like as a good-looking guy.
That's true. Paul is also depicted as ugly, I think.
Yeah, like a bald guy, angry bald guy.
Right.
And I think in the Acts of the Apostles, Paul is kind of like chill. But like if you read the epistles, he's like this maverick who's like just like angry and like want to beef with like everybody. He wants like smoke with everyone.
I would describe Jesus as a very conservative hippie. That's he's a contradiction.
No, I think What do you think is conservative?
Adhering to the Bible.
What? Yeah.
Sorry?
He wasn't adhering. He was reforming.
You know what it is, in all honesty, I'm not as well versed in, religious theology as you are, so I'm just saying what I think,
I hear. But like hippie is a pretty fair label, right? I wouldn't say he was a conservative hippie. I'd just say, yeah, straight up hippie. Rules don't matter, man.
At least progressive.
Wait, are you talking about Jesus?
You want to progressive?
Jesus is a hippie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I thought that Venus was a hippie. I'm like, Venus is not a hippie.
He hung out with the prostitutes, grew his hair long, gave a temple on a mount. Dude, the guy was a straight up hippie, not even a question.
Yeah, I agree. He's a hippie. I agree.
Sam is a hippie. I'm not a hippie.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't know how to describe myself.
So where
I'm
are
like a normie.
Where are you?
You're a cynical normie who
cynical
is
normie.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Sam? Where did you?
Who likes to travel?
These anime pictures.
What?
It's I'll show you how to do it, Timothy.
Wait.
But before I do that, Timothy, I want you Timothy, the idea is like you can make any image this image. So if like you want to make your face or something this.
But I've seen like lots of people. It's like, are you guys all using the same apples?
Yeah, you say ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Say, hey, turn this image into the style of Studio Ghibli, and it does it.
Yeah.
The style of what? Sorry.
Studio Ghibli, the people that made Totoro.
Just type it out for him so I can copy it.
Just look up who made.
Send it there.
Studio.
It's a famous studio that's made like the best rated animes ever. Well, not the kind of animes that I like, but like the ones rated as best of all times, like the studio. But yeah, Himichi, before you do that, I need you to click the link that is pinned to this room.
Give me a minute when I get my card.
Alright. Yeah, what's going on?
Himichi, I tried to talk to Yoko about Zionism and shit, and she just immediately left the stage.
I saw I was here. She doesn't fuck with you.
Would not.
She's a big fan of me, though. Which is understandable, though.
Which is also understandable.
I just think
she's a big fan.
She likes me more now. I think she likes me more than she likes me.
No, she doesn't. 100%. She likes me more because she doesn't go around like making room type.
What to prioritize? What I can do. Hold on a second. How
does the man adapt to this?
Hold on a second. What I can do as a man, I can offer more than the money that quote unquote she's getting. Right? Because if I'm offering more, okay, everybody wants money, but if I can offer something more, then I will get more out of her. Why can't we arrive to that conclusion?
What makes you think that the men? What makes you think the men aren't?
Back to that though, man.
I mean, most of us are.
The argument is that that's the argument that's spoken out loud, right? There's a great conversation between the I think she's the CEO of the dating site Hinge, and
exactly. I saw that one.
Name? I forget his name, but he's a male. He's a guy's advocate. Galloway. There's a great conversation with them. They did an interview on the CEO channel. Any of it, they did great interview, and so.
It's always podcast.
Somebody's off. Is that Nathan?
No, it's probably that guy Crayon again.
So there's a great conversation with them, right? Women are.
Somebody's watching me. It's my anxiety.
Currency, right? number one, we're not socializing men to be emotionally intelligent, right? Number one. Number two, they're saying they want emotional intelligence, but what they're still picking is still the old things that they've always been attracted to. They're not picking men that are high in emotional intelligence and low on the income scale because they don't meet the income requirement. They don't even see the men. That's the biggest problem. The number one reason for divorces is money. It's not he was emotionally. It's none of that stuff. Because the higher you go up on the income scale, the lower the divorce rate. The lower the divorce rate. Wholeheartedly. This idea of men needing to change is just propaganda because it's not bearing out in real life. Because if you don't, again,
Philly, that's not exactly what's.
I didn't interrupt.
Let him finish.
But he's lying.
Shut the fuck up. Let him finish.
He's spitting out false news.
Let him finish.
This is obvious that this is the case, but
let him finish. Let him finish. Go on mute, bitch ass nigga.
So
you really think you're hilarious, don't you?
I'm gonna repeat my source. There's an interview with Scott Gallery. I don't know her name. She's the CEO of the dating site Hinge. All she does is crunch her data from her dating site, right? And there is still women may say they want emotional intelligence, but they still are attracted to the small percentage of men that are taller, looks on the look scale and on the high income scale. That's what women have always traditionally looked for. If what y'all said were true, and that men need to come with emotional intelligence or something else, then guys that were not earning as much as women should be able to couple with these women in their high income. But that's just not the case.
What about couples on similar income scales? What are the much?
It can't even be similar, Kyrian. They don't even see men on similar
out of all the couples in the US, United States, how many of them have like really disparate income, like the man to woman? Like, is it a lot? Is it very little? Do you know? Is it that most people date within their?
Ask your question again.
Dr. Riyabia. Hey, yo, Riyabia. How are those little girls on the bus? How are those little girls on the bus that you talking to and approaching, and they got the security camera footage of the Dr. Riyabia? Hey, Riyabia. You one dumb motherfucker. You so stupid. You so stupid. I heard you in a room. You were talking to yourself. You got some kind of podcast or something. You just rambling like a rambling man. Try reading a book and going to the gym. It's the best advice you'll ever get on this app. It's free too. It's unsolicited. Go to the gym and read a book, fatty.
That's what I'm pointing out.
That's right. SUP word. F word, N word. That's what I like to say. Fun. That's what it spells. Fun. F word, N word.
When the man is an ATM, then they stay around longer.
I know you're going to oversimplify it, Kyrian, but women
it's not oversimplification. I'm just being more concise than you are, and you agree with me.
You're saying it's an ATM.
Retarded boy. You projecting F word, N word.
But call it whatever the hell you want to call it.
You're saying the dependency factor is the money.
Kyrian, if you continue to cut me off, fam, how can I finish this freaking sentence?
Because you want to say
I have been respectful to you this entire time. I've allowed you to have your conversation, fam.
Okay.
Stop fucking interrupting. Shut the fuck up. He can't help it. He's British. That's all they ever do over there. Have you ever seen Parliament?
So again, and I would implore you to listen to that interview because I learned a lot in that freaking interview. Like, again, we are being told, and this is one of the few topics. This is one of the few topics I agree with Lion on. With respect to this whole propaganda piece, with respect to dating and mating and family. It is freaking propaganda, and it ain't working. Because another thing that I learned, my wife works in the high-risk